Just for a little bit of context, we are in April of 2020, and what that means is that we are in the middle of a quarantine to help minimize the spread of COVID-19. And we've all had to make pivots in our lives given this new environment. And so one of the small pivots that we've made is that we took our coffee hour virtual, and we had a fun get together and decided that we wanted to talk about ways in which we are thriving in this environment. So we spent some time talking about that. We talked about some observations that we've made, and we also talked about how to protect ourselves. So please stay tuned in for some tips about how to protect ourselves in this virtual environment. Hi, welcome to Coffee with Katie. Coffee with Katie is an initiative that I started where I share insights from conversations that I have with other women as we get together about on a monthly basis to talk about a financial related topic. And the whole goal of getting together is to create a comfortable environment where we can share stories and we can learn from one another. I'm Katie Brown. I'm a certified financial planner, and I've had the privilege of serving families for nearly 20 years as they navigate their personal financial landscape. First, I would love to share just a quick story about one way one of the women is thriving in this environment and how we can all kind of learn from it as well. So this woman that joined us, she has been working with a nutritionist, and I love where this conversation went, because all of us little light bulbs kind of went off, and we recognized that she's building some great habits that we can all adopt ourselves. So just through good eating habits, but recognizing that, you know, unfortunately, we're not in social situations right now. As much as we would love to be together with family and friends, we're not. But that also means that we have less temptation to maybe overindulge when it comes to, you know, sweet treats or something along those lines. And so we can take more control over what we're eating, how we're eating. We have more time to prepare good, healthy meals. We have more time to build in an exercise routine. Even if we're not going to the gym, a lot of gyms and a lot of fitness coaches are providing free online videos, which is fantastic. So you can break out and try something new. So that's just one way that we can thrive at home as in this new environment. Outside of that, one of the other cool observations I think that we all kind of had is that we recognize this video conferencing thing, whether it's Zoom or GoToMeeting or Google Meets or whatever platform you're using, we're all using them. We're all getting used to them. And that's really cool, because I have found myself connecting with more people than I would have any other time, you know, via video. I've connected with family members that I haven't talked to in years, because we're all getting comfortable with it and our schedules are so much easier to match up. So that's been a really cool observation too, is just greater connections without geography getting in the way. Finally, we did spend some time talking about ways that we can protect ourselves. And what I mean by this is cybersecurity threats and identity theft at this time are heightened. The opportunity for it are heightened because we are all communicating more and more via our computers rather than sitting down at a table if we need to complete paperwork, for instance. So I really encourage everyone to be extra diligent during this time. Please do not take shortcuts to just send a document via email quickly unless it's secure. So make sure that you're using secure portals, secure emails, at the very least password protect information. And the information I'm talking about is really non-public information. So whether it's a birthday, social security number, account numbers, things along those lines, you want to make sure that you have an extra layer of protection on that information. Something else to be aware of, and this is always, you know, always good practice. Anytime somebody requests those pieces or those details from you, whether it's via email or even on the phone, that should be an immediate red flag. And if somebody does inquire, what I'd recommend is that you step away from wherever that inquiry came from, independently find contact information from who requested it, reach out to them directly and find out, was it requested? Is it actually needed? Because perhaps you can solve for it a different way, but you want to make sure that that's an independent confirmation. Also, if it didn't come from them for any reason, then it's really important to report it so they know that somebody is out there, masking themselves. So just a couple of thoughts there. And then finally, make sure that you're running your credit check. You can run that annually for free, whether through Experian or Equifax or TransUnion. If you don't need credit anytime soon, if you're not looking to get a loan, or you're not taking out a credit card, consider putting a freeze on your credit. Just once again, adds an extra layer. So there are a few tips there. I've actually posted to our website, and you can download this for free. Just a 2-page tip, tip guide, and it's how to protect yourself against identity theft. So please feel free to use that resource. I really encourage it. And I also thank you for tuning in today for Coffee with Katie. I really appreciate it. If you have ways that you're thriving at home, or any way that you want to add to this conversation or start a new conversation, I would love to hear from you. Please feel free to reach out to me at kbrown@mortonbrownfw.com. Thank you. Take care. Bye.